Welcome to tonight's edition of HONOO Afterburn. I'm your host, Brick9mm. We have an exciting card here tonight. Kicking things off is Midnight Jones versus Sam Bopp. Both of them are skilled boxers. Bopp is perhaps the greatest boxer in HONOO Pro Wrestling. We'll have to see if Midnight Jones can keep up with a striker of Bopp's pedigree. He's skilled, but you need more than skill to last in the ring with Sam Bopp. Bopp already hitting not one, not two, but 5 strikes in quick succession. Each and every single blow leads Midnight Jones closer and closer to that 10-count knockout. Bopp with the massive advantage early on. He's not letting Midnight Jones. He's barely letting Midnight Jones get a single punch in through his impenetrable defense. His excellent footwork. Of course, he's still taking a few punches, but I don't know if those can be the difference maker as Bopp catches Midnight Jones in a short uppercut. Jones is still fighting back, but Bopp with a devastating uppercut. That is his signature move. One more and this could spell Jones' demise. Bopp with a knockout punch. Will it succeed? Jones on his feet at the 5 count. Jones desperately firing back as they go into an exchange of strikes, but who will come out on top? And it's Jones. Jones is making a comeback. But Bopp aims to knock every last bit of energy out of him with each and every single one of these uppercuts. But Jones is still getting a good strike or two in. But Bopp with a second uppercut, or Jones' second knockout in this first round. Jones gets up at the 6th count, thus surviving into the 2nd round. But Bopp already going for another devastating uppercut with a barrage of strikes. Jones is firing back. He is not going to go down without a fight. But Bopp just continues to hammer away uppercut after uppercut. This could be the end of Jones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jones on his feet. He's not standing yet. Jones falls at the 10 count. Bopp has claimed another victim, 2-0 in HONOO Pro Wrestling.
Sekiご飯静まれブロンでワンツーパンチ石単にブロン
Welcome back to HONOO Afterburn as we get ready to witness Anton Mikhailov taking on Ricky Quick. Wrestler versus wrestler, and both men have already made a name for themselves in HONOO Pro Wrestling, as just last week, Anton Mikhailov took out Bluce with a deadly arm-breaking attack. Even though Bluce has recovered and will be wrestling later tonight, he has made an impression with that devastating attack. Meanwhile, Ricky Quick went 3 rounds with the monstrous Lukas von Hahn. Now, Ricky Quick will be taking on Lukas von Hahn again in a number of weeks as part of a best-of-3 series, potentially culminating at the 2nd ever HONOO pay-per-view event. So both men here are established and skilled workers. You can't tell who will win this one just by looking at it on paper. Ricky Quick may be smaller, but they are of comparable speed. Even if Quick has the edge on Anton Mikhailov as far as agility goes. Both men jockeying for position. Ricky with that quick rolling shoulder hold for merely a second, but the damage has been done. Already overpowering Anton Mikhailov, the famous Russian grappler. Ricky Quick, both men on their feet, on the mat. Neither man is staying down for long. As soon as they stay down on the mat for more than a second, that's when the real action of a wrestling match begins. And every move these two men do work closer and closer to that ultimate goal of trapping their opponent on the mat. But both men have failed to get the leg up on one another. But Anton, with more hip throws like that, he could have the edge with a kata hajime. Or rather, mirror rear naked choke, but the damage is comparable. Some excellent mat work ending in a cross arm breaker. Ricky Quick has to be careful, or he could suffer the same fate as Bluce did last week. Both men being slightly more cautious, but both men realize that they have to grapple to survive this match. Ricky Quick with a armbar. Both men seem to be favoring the arms. Of course, Anton is more experienced and he might just outpace Ricky Quick if that's the route they choose to go, as Anton has demonstrated with his holds. Of course, now he's working on the ankle. Ricky Quick mounted on the back. Turkey wing front net block. Both men have veritable collections of holds to utilize. Both men know how to do the most damage to their opponent the quickest. See, when it's wrestler versus another fighter, they kind of like to drag things out, but when it's wrestler versus wrestler, both men equal on the mat. They can't afford to play with each other, as Anton demonstrates, snapping Ricky Quick's arm, furthering his reputation as the man. Who knows if Ricky Quick might be out for that injury.
Wild Mike's Ultimate Pizza, wild about flavor. Join Wild Mike's Pizza Rebel Revolution.
He is wild, he is Mike, and he is now on your television screen as we return to HONOO Afterburn. Karateka versus Karateka. The innovator of pizza versus the innovator of being blue. It's Wild Mike versus Bluce Lee. The excitement in the air. Wild Mike. Will Wild Mike flip Bluce Lee like one of those famous frozen pizzas of his? Or will Bluce Lee's superior martial arts expert genius kicks, will those kicks take Wild Mike out for good? Or rather, will he convert Wild Mike to takeout? Now both men begin on equal footing. The strength of the Karateka lies in the comeback. Of course, Bluce is already trapping Wild Mike in some holds. Both men favor striking over holds, but both men are very trained in submission maneuvers. Maybe not so much as the wrestler, but they know how to dislocate a shoulder or two. Bluce with a devastating Kesagiri chop rush. And another. He is not taking the frozen pizza man. He is taking the frozen pizza man for a ride with another Kesagiri chop rush. He's looking to make up for his performance last week as he almost dived off the top rope. Almost unheard of in a promotion like this. Catches Wild Mike's ankle. Double arm DDT. Mike has to watch out. This could be it. Bluce somersault. This is insane. Wild Mike. He might have to retire to making frozen pizzas for good, but that's the beauty of Wild Mike as he takes that Kamigoye. Wild Mike is the most wild man in HONOO Pro Wrestling, and he can take an absurd amount of punishment. And that's the thing when you're a karateka, the more punishment you take, the more Kamigoyes to the face that you take, the stronger it makes you, as Bluce has Mike caught again in the ankle. Wild Mike's fury. Wild Mike's pure skill. Bluce may be flashy, but Wild Mike has the potential to be even flashier with a Shote Rush Pele kick, followed by Bluce narrowly avoiding certain death. Caught Wild Mike in another tough chicken wing hold. But Mike, with every hold, with every strike, he just gets stronger, that burning spirit inside of him. But can he even get up?
3, 4, 5.
Mike gets up at the 5 count. Mike! Mike, no! Penalty kick! Sleeper hold! The frozen pizza man will not die! Mike, jumping DDT! Mike, no! Don't! Another penalty kick! Sleeper hold! Bluce Lee! Bluce Lee started off strong, but Mike's comeback is overpowering him. But Mike is tired. He's worn down. Another Pele kick!
2, 3.
Bluce gets up at the 3 count as the second round draws to a close. Almost hit another Kamigoye. But Wild Mike was saved by the bell. Bluce traps the ankle once more. Will Mike be able to get out of this? Mike, devastating kick down on the mat. Bluce says no. Cross arm breaker. And Wild Mike taps. But his legendary performance will not be forgotten. He's been cemented as one of the most entertaining men in HONOO Pro Wrestling thus far.
両面透明良い音です HFS
It is now time for a HONOO Pro main event as Victor Kai, the kickboxer, prepares to take on the hybrid fighter Lukas von Hahn. Now, Lukas may be the most exceptional fighter who is not competing in the HONOO GP. With his excellent performance last week against Ricky Quick. Meanwhile, Victor Kai has wrestled one other match for HONOO Pro thus far, as he took on Ian Cadman at the first ever HONOO pay-per-view event, despite not taking part in the HONOO GP himself. Von Hahn starts off with a strong chokehold, but not for long. Now, Victor Kai is a pure striker, whereas Lukas von Hahn is an all-around great fighter. If Victor Kai can catch up with strikes, these holds mean nothing. Of course, those holds can spell Victor Kai's doom. Of course, both men are great fighters, so we will just have to wait and see here tonight if Lukas von Hahn can add another victory to his record. Of course, Victor Kai will not go down that easily, as he's already landed more strikes on Lukas von Hahn. Of course, von Hahn is taking the defensive approach, weaving in and out. Kai, meanwhile, is focused on striking. He wants to end Lukas von Hahn, and he wants to do it now, as he had him trapped in the corner for just a moment. Von Hahn firing back with some strikes of his own. Kai with a Shining Wizard! Von Hahn. Does Von Hahn really stand a chance against Victor Kai, former pro wrestler, showing off that knowledge of his? Von Hahn has Kai trapped in the cross arm breaker. One of those could end this at any moment. Of course, each and every one of Victor Kai's kicks could end this at any moment too. A double knee drop. And another. Kai is ruthless. Kai has taken the clear lead as we head into round 2. If I were Von Hahn, I would be frightened of Victor Kai. These devastating rushes of his, one after another, after another.
3, 4,
Von Hahn seems to be clearly outclassed here, even after showing a very impressive performance against Ricky Quick last week. Kai is just matching him blow for blow and beyond. Von Hahn has gone a few strikes in, but Kai could end this already.
1,
As Von Hahn with his second fall of the round.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Von Hahn, devastating assault by Victor Kai. Von Hahn has fallen in the second round. Kai has cemented himself as a tough competitor here in HONOO Pro. Thank you for watching HONOO Afterburn. Good night.